Okay, sorry about that. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Business Boot Camp, and we are talking tonight about livening up your summer parties. Okay, so bring on the fun because summer is all about fun. And who here is okay? Who is doing table? I know Aubrey. I know you're doing Facebook. Miriam, I know you're doing table. Liz, are you on table or Facebook?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay, and Christine, are you still on Facebook?
I'm doing both.
Okay, just so I have a well, I wanted to, I don't know if you guys are running into this with your parties, but people are sort of all over the place. Starting in May for me, I feel like, people are running around more. I felt like I needed to change the dates of, the days that I run my parties. Usually I do parties beginning on Thursday and run them until either Sunday or Monday, depending on what I have to share. And I felt like people were not very active on the weekends. I don't know if you guys are running into that, but I seem to remember that from previous years. And so I've actually moved my party dates around so that I'm setting them up over the weekend and running some games, but then I just started it on Monday. So this is the first week that I'm doing that for this year. And I usually do something like that every summer. And then I go back to my normal schedule during the year. But testing it out and we're going to see. I feel like people are more active today than they were over the weekend. And in, the last few weeks of May, I feel like they were sort of disappearing over the weekend too. So that's something that I'm doing. But I feel like I've tried to move some things around, do some things that were different from what I've been doing, just because people are out and about more and we want to get their attention. We want them to be active in the party. I know table's a little bit different, but we still want to make these parties fun. Why do we want to make them fun? Because number one, we want that interaction, even on table. Obviously, Miriam, you're good at getting people in and getting them interacting and forming those relationships via text, but we still want them to have fun. And we want it to be a fun, lively party, even if people aren't commenting on table. Obviously on Facebook, we have the algorithms to make happy. We want happy algorithms. And so we want to post things that are going to get people talking. But no matter what your avenue is, no matter what you're using, whether you're doing in-person parties, whether you're doing Facebook or text, you want to engage with your guests. You want to grow the relationships. That's another purpose of our parties, right? And we want to get bookings from those parties, not just in cold reach outs from our circle. We want to grow our circle and we want to be booking 3 parties from every party. The biggest reason that people will book a party, besides helping out the host, which is always a big issue, which is always a big reason, but it's also because they had fun at the party. A lot of times people say to me, it was so much more fun than I thought it would be, or it was, more fun than ones I've been to in the past for different companies. And that's my goal, is to make it about them, to improve that guest experience, because that's what it's about. If we focus on that guest experience, they're going to have fun. Your host is going to be more excited. They're going to be more plugged in. And when you have a more plugged in host, you have a more plugged in party, right? And your sales will be better. So we want to think about what our guests need right now. So some ideas are, and I love that Pampered Chef has given us such great outlines and great new party tools, like the everyday or the fiesta, the everyday fiesta. Is the new one on there. They've got on table, they've got the fundraisers, they've got all these new ideas on table, and I do use those table outlines a lot, even in my Facebook parties. So, but you need to think about, okay, what do your guests need right now? Somebody in California might have slightly different needs right now in June than somebody in the Northeast where they're still in school, and they're doing the end of school runaround. So you may want to think about what your guests are needing right now. One thing obviously is quick dinners. That's always a hit, right? I'm doing something where it's no oven cooking, which if you think about it is not a stretch. One whole day of one of those table parties is really no oven cooking because it's focusing on the power tools on the electrics, and that's no oven cooking, right? You can do budget friendly. All of ours are really budget friendly, so you can make that work for anything, but then you can throw in some little tips. I know that I think it was in the fall of 21. So in the fall, the table party that they had, I can't remember what it was called. But the one from the fall of last year had all of these great budget friendly tips about different uses for potatoes and different uses for, different ingredients. How to make use of leftover chicken or different ways to fix chicken, I think was one of them that I found. And so go back and look at those old outlines from table or from your old parties, see what you did in prior years for summer, and see if you can like spark any new ideas. What are some of the ideas, some of the themes? And you can stick with one theme through a whole party. Some people do it that way. Some people do the everyday fiesta, or what is it, margaritas and fajitas and margaritas, whatever. There's all sorts of different themes, the comfort food theme. You can stick with one theme for the entire time, or I like to do a different theme each day. That's just me. I find that I like to present something like just different, meet a need each day of the party. And so sometimes I'll do, like today was my no oven cooking, but I did use the everyday fiesta outline. So another day I might do treats, snacks and treats. I might do pizza on the last day when I'm doing the wrap up. I usually do like a pizza day because there are some really quick and easy pizza recipes. So are you guys using any specific themes that you think are good for summer? You want to share?
On table, I'm just doing a budget friendly summer party because everybody's looking for ways, but I'm also incorporating the everyday fiesta posts in there because now we have summer stuff. So I want to make sure those get featured, but yeah, so I'm just doing like, they have the friendly budget friendly tips, and then I have like homemade snacks, and then I'm doing the weeknight meals, the fiesta, everyday fiesta weeknight meals, and then weekend.
Right.
And then
great.
desserts, simple.
Yeah, and entertaining is another one, warm weather entertaining, not wanting to
outdoor picnics and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone else want to share something?
I'm just doing the fiesta.
Mm-hmm.
If they ask something different, then of course I do it.
Mm-hmm. I actually, this is going to sound terrible. If they ask me for something different, I say, oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to show that for. Chances are I have it covered in my outline. If they say, oh, I'm really looking for low carb. Oh, that's a great idea. I'll put some of those in there. And I've got some, I've got a couple of low carb things in there. And I just am like, oh yeah, I'll make sure I throw some in there for you. If I think about it, I try to tag them if I do, but chances are I don't remember to do that. Some other ideas, let's see. The healthy low carb, light and fresh. One of the themes, I actually took it out just for June because I had enough other stuff and I used it last month, but I do like a farmer's market to table theme. So anything with like corn, the tomato soup, the squash soup in the blender is a great one because people are going to the farmer's markets and getting fresh produce and stuff like that. So, but you come up with, yes, it's great to use those tools that they give us, all the marketing imagery, even if you're not on Facebook. And the idea of being thrown in Facebook jail and authenticity and, making our posts different from each other, that might not be an issue. You still want it to be you. You want to be happy and confident with the outline and the things that you're showing people. And that's obviously the most important thing, is that you do something that reflects you. So another thing, anybody want to add or say anything about that? Another thing that I've been pretty convicted about lately is improving my engagement, my own personal engagement in the parties, because I feel like I've been sort of checked out. And maybe it's because I'm using some of the same stuff over and over. I've just been busy, and things like that, not making the time that, setting that time aside. But I've really been this time trying to focus myself back into my parties and create what I'll call engaging engagement. So you don't you want to have games where some games, like a good variety of games and engagement posts and things like that. I'm always asking questions, and that's a really great, way to get people answering, talking about the post, even if it's not an engagement post. So which of these would you try? Which of these recipes would you try first? Or, can you think of another use for corn, right? Because if you're going to the farmer's market. So the big thing that I've learned recently that I love is don't make them think too hard. If you're putting up an engagement post, you don't want them to have to think too hard. I came up with, such great games and this and that. And I didn't get any response to it. And I'm like, what is going on? And it's because I was trying to make them think too much. I'd say, oh, go take a picture of you with this tool, or, they're not home when they're looking at that. Like, they're not going to go to their kitchen if they're upstairs just because you said, hey, go take a picture with this tool. So I stopped doing stuff that makes them work for it, or stops, or something that like change a song to be, something about summer, with changing one word, may, ruin a song. I couldn't think of something like that. So why am I asking my guests to do that? So I just was started using some more things that they can do really quickly, that are no-brainer types of activities. And I'm going to share my screen. I also think it's important to mix it up. You do want to have some of your engagement posts be things that they can answer right there. Some things be things that you're going to ask them to private message or text you the answer to. And let's see, do this. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right. I don't know what order I put this in. So here are some of the things that I've been doing recently, and some of these are new that I just came up with. And not, it's not like groundbreaking or anything. We've seen the picky eater test, but that's something that I started using when I'm welcoming guests, because it's like, oh, they can go through and pick things out really quick and say, and it's something that people can compare their answers. I just came up with the ice cream truck one. I love that because I hate the ice cream truck. I hate it with a passion. I don't know if you guys are that way, but it's either like, oh, you love it or you hate it, or you're just like, no, please. Let's see, the tropical drink name, same kind of thing. I don't put more than one of those kinds of games in my party at a time. Like I won't do this and then give me the name of something else. Trying to see, where will you go on your next vacation? And then maybe I'll do one predictive text. And I love the ones that say using a GIF, show me something. And I just actually, what's that?
I need the Larry the Cucumber one. You gotta send that.
I literally just put that up. Here's the thing though, like I just searched for eat your, kids vegetable memes or something like that, and came up with something funny that'll grab people's attention, and then they'll probably respond to, and then I put the stuff on the bottom. Like get something that'll cause them to look, make it engaging and colorful and happy. And here's something else that somebody else had an idea and I just made my own. Name that chick flick. And I have it, I have this in my party for tomorrow. So I'll let you know how it goes. But again, it's like, don't make them hard. These are such simple ones, pretty much. People like to feel smart. They like to feel like they know all the answers. These are all probably ones that everybody knows, right? Are there any that somebody doesn't know?
Yeah. What is number 4?
Number 4, oh, Bridget Jones's Diary. So maybe
yeah.
I might change that up a little bit so you can see her a little bit more, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that one. And what is number 1? Oops.
Clueless.
Clueless.
Clueless is like one of the best ones. What is?
I know, that's my favorite.
You need to watch it like now.
Yeah, okay. I know, I love that movie. So, but even if they miss one or two, like, they know most of them, and you're not making them work too much for it. And then the other one, these were a couple that came from the Pampered Chef one that I really like, because I've gotten some good responses from those.
I don't know if you saw on Pampered Chef also a marketing imagery when you go to this featured this month. they have some really cute ones for Everyday Fiesta. There's like some this or that's.
Yes, they do.
They have some really cute ones. And then they have like what to do with corn, what to do, like 3 things you can use. And I thought, oh my gosh, those are some really cute engagement posts.
And you can even take what, that thing, what to do with corn, what to do with watermelon, especially the corn one, and put it on one of these presentation size on Canva, and put the corn kerneler or the corn holders on there too. And so yes, I have those coming in my party probably, I think tomorrow, the next day. This is something that I'm excited about that's brand new that I just came up with, and we'll see how so far it's actually gotten really great engagement. The only problem is they're not following the rules, but I'd rather them play and not follow the rules than not play. But I'm getting really good engagement in this. And so I'm saying, hey, and you can come up with like you don't even need a different bingo board. You just post one bingo board and everybody works together. And I just saw a typo, so sorry. Everybody works together to play and find, make bingos. And so for every time they get a full bingo, straight line, I'm going to do a drawing for a prize. So, and I'll probably give away more prizes, than what I need. I mean, I can do as many as I want. But people have been posting like crazy and saying, and sometimes if they guess 2 of the same, I'll be like, oh, this person already guessed that one, but, maybe I'll put them in anyway or something. And so I've been getting a really good response to that, but I just thought, oh, that's kind of fun. I did bingo. I did different bingo boards when I did a Zoom party, and I had to send out bingo boards to people. And I would draw just the names of the products and talk about them. So that's something else to use for live parties. Create a bingo board online with all these different pictures. And you just have to have quite a few pictures so you can move them around the board. And it was fun because I got to talk about each item as I was selecting that for their bingo. So that was kind of fun. But I thought this would be great for an online party.
It's cute.
And I did this is something people do all the time, and I've never do it. But I started it this week, and I said host bingo because I'm trying to get my hosts excited. And I said earn up to a $50 bonus. And every 2 bingos will give them $5 because there's like all sorts of things. There's 650 in guest sales. There's this, and I might change it up for the next time. I'm just living and learning. And I even put those little stars. So if it's something where they get 3 friends to book a party, they can mark off on their little bingo board each time somebody books one. Post about the party on your Facebook wall 3 times. That's an easy one for them to do. So, and I have my one host that's like super into it. She's like marking, she's like, oh, I didn't get 5 orders or whatever it was before the party started. And she's going live. So she's going to be able to mark that off. She's really using this and trying to mark them off. And so I think that, and it's having a really good result in her party because she doesn't have that many Facebook friends, but she's getting more people and they're talking more because she's so excited and engaging with them. Let's see. So one other idea. Oh, this is one thing I wanted to mention too. If you're on Canva still, not Canva, sorry. If you're on SendShare still, and Canva also, Canva has I didn't do Canva. Canva has amazing like games and engagement posts built into their templates. So, look through there, do a Google search that says, it's a little hard to do a Google search because if you try to do engagement posts, it doesn't really pull stuff up. If it's something easy like summer word search, like it has there, that's an easy one, or easy summer word search. But this is on SendShare. Oops, sorry, I don't know how to get back. Well, that's all on SendShare, and it's there for us to use. So go and explore the stuff that's built into SendShare. This is something that I'm going to try doing this week also. Again, just trying to get people excited again for parties. I feel like I've had some blah parties, and part of it was on me, right? If I'm feeling blah about a party, then my party is going to be blah. So you can actually change the banner, change the cover photo, or Miriam, I thought for you can even change the pin post at the very top of your party to be something about what you're showing that day. You can pin that post. I mean, for table, it'll stay there, but you can do something, flashy to say something about what's going on that day. Or even if you have something really special going on, maybe the host is really close to earning something, in the little banner, you could change that little banner to something fun that shows up at the very top in that banner photo. So
there's also on Table now that you can write a message that you can change every day, like where you have the title of the party and then you have the date it closes. There's also a little message bar that's you could write whatever you want in there.
It's pretty short though, I think, right? It's only like not very many characters, or did they increase that?
I don't know. Yeah, it might be okay. I don't know. I usually put like questions, text, and then I put my project
that's great.
number.
I love that. And you know, if you do have, like, you could change that little banner to say, help our host reach her goal, or something, you know, like going across the top or something like that. She's like one order away from her goal with like stars on either side or something, you know, make it something flashy if you want. But the good thing about this in a Facebook party is when you do change that banner photo, that cover photo, it's going to notify the people in the party that you've changed it. And also when they go and click over that, when you're posting something and they click on it, even if they just click, they're going to see, boom, oh, I really need some entertaining recipes, or boom, I need some no oven dinners. If you wanted to, you could even think about changing the name of your party. You know, you could change it each day. Day 1, no oven dinners, you know, Stephanie's no oven dinners, or something like that. So just ways to grab their attention. And let me see if I missed anything. And get that, you know, get those notifications going, but also when they get into the party, something to make them excited. I mean, look at that treat day. Like, who wouldn't want to, you know, see those treats? Let's see. Another thing you can do that I haven't really done until this time is tagging all of the members earlier in the party. And in a post, in a fun post. Now you can use that birthday twin post and go in maybe on day 1. I might try that actually today. I've done it before, but I haven't done it like in the right timing, I feel like. Do hey, find your birthday twin kind of thing, and you tag everybody in there. The cool thing is, if people are commenting on some of these engagement posts early in the party, the algorithms are going to think that people are really active as soon as you set this group up, and it's going to show it more. And so if you have, hey, you know, list your birth month below, and you have everybody putting their birth month and looking for somebody, or you have, you know, some of that bingo where people are saying, oh, I've got that. Oh, do you have that? It's creating that conversation and really boosting that algorithm. But tag all the members maybe once a day in something fun, not always something, oh, you have 1 day left to order. Do it in an engagement post. If you're really trying to get people, say, hey, I'm giving away a prize, I didn't want you to miss out, and tag everybody. Also, if you have a special going, you know, a Super Saturday or a Wow Wednesday, you can do it then. And one other thing, I cannot see what time it is. Okay, we're just about done. Oh, it didn't do it. I think I forgot to do that. Hold on, let's see. Did I forget to do it? Yes, I did. Well, that's okay. Please do it here. And one other thing that I have started doing, and you all know that I'm big into the welcome posts, the welcome new member post, sorry, where I send everybody the link and say, you know, here's the link so you don't have to look for it. And then I create a conversation from there. I say, hey, send me a thumbs up for 2 extra tickets to the drawing. And when they do, I say, oh, thank you so much. You've got 2 extra tickets to the drawing. But I send that link to everybody when I welcome them to the party. That's something that I do, and it's changed my business. And so what I've also started doing, this is only for the people who have replied to me or accepted a friend request. I've been sending them the schedule for the party, and I post in the party. Let me see if I can. Well, I post in the party, hey, are you looking to, let me see if I can. I'll do my day 1. Okay. I say, hey, need a sneak peek at what's coming up? And I give them my m.me. Yep. Okay. And then when they send, if they haven't gotten it already, you know, I go ahead and I send it to anybody that's accepted my friend request. or that I've created that two-way conversation with already. And I send this to them so that they can get excited about what's coming. And I'll say, which day are you most excited about when I send that to them? And that again is getting that conversation going. So it's just something simple, but it's, people want to know what's coming up. They want to know when to tune in, even though we want them to tune in every day. It's gonna, let them know when they really want to tune in and get them excited. So I think that is all I have. Anybody have any ideas or questions? We just want, I feel like we need to be on the offense when it comes to the summertime and remind them over and over again in different ways that there is a party going on and they should tune in, because I feel like a lot of times during the summer they get so busy, especially when I was finishing up over the weekend, which is what I was doing. It was like they were fizzling out so quickly. And I feel like this is this could be something to keep the momentum going. Anything? Any ideas? Anything you've been doing that works? Anything that I may have prompted?
That was great. Those were all great images.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
I think that, it's
Can you
important.
share
to-
some of the images?
Yeah. I'll
I'm sorry.
actually dump them all into how about a Google photo album, if that works. So I'm not trying to
Okay.
send that. You can go in there and get a bunch of them. Good. All right.
Great, fresh idea. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's, summer. Come on,
Well, and
people.
it's just like every day you got to figure out like, what can I do today to make it better? Every day it's always like, what can I do today? So
And
For
it
sure.
could just be a little tweak of something you're already doing. I mean, when I
Mhm.
started doing that welcome new member post and sending them, with the m.me and sending them the link in there, I can tell you it's just changed everything for me. So, when I need to get bookings now, I can get bookings because I've enlarged my circle and I'm not asking the same people all the time. And that has just been huge because I never had that supportive circle. So that has been huge for me. So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, Liz, I'm sure Aubrey knows. I talk about it all the time because it's my favorite thing. So anyway, if you guys need anything, but I'll send those out, whether it's in a Google photo album or I'll figure an easy way out. So, all right. Well, I hope you
Thank
enjoyed
you,
it.
Heather.
Yes, have a
you.
good week, everybody. We're off this
too.
soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye.